48 hours or 72 hours prior to the meeting. So we've been having special meeting after special meeting after special meeting.
At least 24.
Okay, well, that is, there you go.
How do we confirm the next meeting is not gonna be canceled? Like, how do we ensure that?
Well,
Like, what's the policy behind canceling meetings?
it is on the our calendar, and so we are not in control of their ability to cancel a meeting or not show up at a meeting. All we can do is to do what we can from our respective positions, and that's to show up, right? And so if they choose not to show up or to cancel a meeting, that's their choice. But that's where the community has to get involved yet again to turn up the heat and really hold us all accountable.
Yes.
Hold the entire board accountable to do what the residents of the village of Maywood has charged us to do, and that is to work on behalf of this community, not on behalf of any individuals or any special groups, any special interest groups, but to work on behalf of the citizens of Maywood. And so, with that being said, we don't want to keep you guys too long, but we do want to encourage you guys to attend the next meeting, which is June 21st at 7 o'clock p.m. And if you guys have any concerns, to bring those concerns to the full board and allow your voice to be heard to the full board, and so that those concerns can be addressed. So we want to thank you all. Yeah, we want to thank you all definitely for coming out and staying with us, go through the Opera Town Hall to discuss, those funds that we have received and what those funds should be allocated, but also for sticking around through this process as well, so we can hear what your concerns are pertaining to Maywood. And I'll end with this, I'm turning to Trustee Jones, but for anybody who know me, know that I truly love this community, and like I told my board colleagues, if it's wrong, if it is out of order, I'm going to climb up to the highest mountaintop. I'm going to make sure every resident in this community is aware of what's taking place in their community, because they deserve that. And so, again, thank you all for coming out. I look forward to continuing to engage all of you all as we can continue to educate you all on what's happening in your community. Trustee Jones?
Yeah, I would just wrap up and say, so we do have a standard meeting calendar, and so the expectation is that we're going to have all those meetings unless said otherwise, and otherwise would just mean that we don't have a quorum. I mean, it's as simple as that. So standard meetings are, because it's really these are public meetings, so they're the residents' meetings that we serve on the board, but ultimately they're your meetings for you to come to learn what we're doing and see our decisions. So it's important that we stick to those schedules. Otherwise, it doesn't give you the ability. It's like your civic duty. Like you have to be able to plan. It's like with your job or whatever. So you can put the first and third Tuesday on your calendar. You kind of know that's the business. You know when we're having our committee meeting, because that's how organizations are ran. So unless it's otherwise stated that these are set items. Now there are occasions where we have special meetings, but we're supposed to give the public enough time to make it convenient for them. So special meetings and emergency meetings are supposed to be just that, for special and emergency situations. But what I would say as far as action items on how we move forward, and again, I just want to make it clear that we did not make any final actions here. I just want to say that we didn't, we tried to avoid having going into deep detail because we're not supposed to. But I'm hoping that these items can get moved forward into the next meeting because they are important. And when we say residents have power, this is what I think it means. So just like if you hired someone, if you were disgruntled about that, you're not going to go on Facebook and subtweet them. You're going to call them, right? Because you hired them to do that. So it's about taking direct action. So no matter who you voted for, there's 6 trustees and a mayor. So I would like to request you all, even the people that you didn't support, call them and ask questions and make demands. So there's no more requests, make demands on how you resolve it, because we don't appoint ourselves. The residents ultimately put us here, so if they're not seeing the result that they want to see, then it's really the resident's responsibility to fix it. Of course, you guys say, hey, I want you guys to fix it once yourselves, but again, you guys, this is a reflection of the decisions that the voters made. I just want to make that very clear. So, because the onus is on the residents and the voters to change it if we're not doing our job. If you feel like we're not doing what needs to be done, then like I said, if you hire someone, don't subtweet us, don't just make a Facebook comment. our phones need to be blowing up. Our emails need to be blowing up. You need to be knocking on our doors. Some of y'all need to know where we live at and knock on our doors. You have a right to do that and say, what is going on? Because our brand is very important. They're talking about economic development. No, I agree. A lot of that stuff has to do with the numbers. It also has to do with your brand. That's number one. When I think about your community, do I even want to operate there, yes or no? Before I even see the numbers, I hear the name.
Yeah.
Before I even dive into the numbers, I hear the name. And so that has a lot to do with what we're doing. But Chucky, people drive around.